Okay, so basically, this is gonna be another freaking story video. I've recorded this 30 times. I'm so annoyed. But back to the video. Now I have this one friend, and me and him we're like best buds. Like as soon as we met, he came over. Hey, what's up? And he reached out his hand, sideways. And most people would shake his hand, but me, I dapped him up. And basically, he was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Nice. Then he gave me his number and ran away. And I was just kind of standing there like, excuse me, my brother. But we're friends and we play Fortnite together. Now, if you want to click off right now, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Please don't, please don't, please don't. I need views. That's the only way the YouTube algorithm will put me in people's recommended. But basically, we were playing Fortnite and he has really bad Wi-Fi. I don't even know how someone's Wi-Fi is that bad. I honestly don't. But he's just kind of man. I'm glitching out, and I'm just standing there yeah, makes sense. People can glitch out in video games sometimes. Makes sense. Up until he says, bro, I kept my inventory. And I'm standing there okay, this could be happening or it could not. And he was just kind of yeah, bro, I'm lagging, I'm glitching, and I have my inventory in the lobby. And I'm just standing there no you don't. And he's like, yes I do. And he lands, and I lag out of the game, right? And he's like, bro, you're forcing the glitch to stop. Whenever you come over, it starts making me, it cancels out the glitch. And I'm just standing mm-hmm. And I throw down a mini, and he picks it up and uses it, and he's like, bro, isn't it so weird how I just got some shield even though I didn't even use a shield thing? And I was just standing but you did though. And right now we're doing the IO thing, Chapter 3, Season 2. Okay? Comment down your favorite season, and I will try to respond. Now, basically, he's just standing there, and he gets knocked because of fall damage, because he jumped off one of the blimps, and he failed to get onto the zip line. He, hit the top of the zip liney thing, and they, tumbled down. And, I come over there, I get him, and I hop on the thing, and I jump down, and he's like, bro, you're glitching out too. It's, spreading. And I'm just standing And then I revive him, and he's like, bro, it's so weird that I have a shield. And if you don't know this, if you die of fall damage or storm damage in Fortnite, it only does health. And since it didn't get rid of any of your shields, you still have those shields whenever you get revived. Now, take that into consideration whenever he just got knocked by fall damage. And he's like, bro, it's so weird, I just got shield, and I didn't have any shield before. And I'm just standing there, and I check up on my teammates' health. Okay, I check up on my teammates' health. I always do. And he had 50 shield. And I'm just standing okay. And he's over there bro, it's so weird. And then the same thing happens to me, except I switch places with him, right? And I'm sitting there in a bush, and he throws down some minis for me whenever I get up. And since I died of fall damage again, same thing from earlier. What happened? I kept my shield. Whoa, what a surprise! Now, he's like, bro, it just made it where if I threw these minis down to you, it healed you. And I'm just saying are you serious, my brother? And he's constantly interrupting me whenever I try to intervene. And it's okay. No. Because I don't deal with interrupting people, okay? I don't deal with that kind of stuff. And if you think I do, you are sadly mistaken. Now, then, we go over to the Monster Skull. Okay, and you know how there's treasure chests around there. And we're, like, around, and I start digging up the chests and opening them. And he's like, bro, it's so weird. These chests just popped out of the ground randomly. I'm like, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. I turned it on. And then I, like, tell him, bro, you're starting to get way too confident with all this, with the glitch that happened to you one time. He's like, no. It's still here. I'm like, shut up. Okay, I've been talking really fast, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a water break. You should probably take a little bit of a water break too. Take 3 solid sips of your water, man. One. 2. 3. I'm gonna do a 4th one. Four. Like, basically, he's trying to convince me that he's still glitching. And it's like, bro, we're unstoppable! And if you don't know this, there's tanks now. One sec, I gotta go open my door. Un momento, por favor. Now, if you knew what I just said right then you are slightly more talented than I am. Because I used to think that por favor was like calling someone something. And now I gotta go get my dog real quick. BRB. Okay, I am finally back, and basically, he's over here, and he's like, hey dude, I'm still glitched with this glitched tank, because he thought that everything he touched started to glitch. He was like, hey dude, with this glitched tank, I can, like, destroy anyone. And I'm just standing there like, no you can't. And he's like, yes I can. And we kill a couple of people, and he's like, bro, with this glitched tank, we're unstoppable. And if you don't know, it does like 120 damage per shot. And it also has like 25 damage shots up top with a minigun. So of course you know that it's gonna deal a ton of damage. And he's like, bro, we're unstoppable. I'm standing there like, no, we are not. We just got killed 7 times in 1 round. If you didn't know, that was a purposeful voice crack. So, you know, that's fun. But basically, I was just kind of chilling. And he was like, bro, it's like spreading to people. And I'm just sitting like, no, it's not. Now, he's that kind of guy where he won't lie unless he's convinced you something. You know? And he's like the boyfriend of one of my other friends. No, they are not a gay couple. It is boyfriend and girlfriend. Now, basically, him and her, I do not see them as a match. Like, I don't know who would see them as a match, but not me. And I'm just standing there like, bro, you two are not a match. And they're like, oh, yes, we are. We have so much in common. I'm like, no, you don't. Except for you two play video games. And you two are annoying. They're like, oh, well. And she's over here like, dude, I'm so mad at my boyfriend. And I'm just standing like, what happened? And she was like, he's been ignoring my calls. And like right before that, he texted me, hey, I'm going somewhere. BRB, tell my friend. Okay? Like my friend. Not his friend, but his girlfriend. Right? And like basically, he's like, I'm like, okay. Because like it's relationship issues. I'm not going to get involved with that. And then she's like, dude, just stop playing with him. Stop playing with him. I want him to feel lonely and want to come back to me. And I'm just sitting here like, we are in the 4th grade. We are in the 4th grade. And they're like, yeah, so? I'm like, no long-lasting relationships are gonna come out of this. Trust me. And, like, she's like, bro, I've had, like, 1,000,000 boyfriends. Trust me on this. I'm like, a million? If it's that much? Then stop. Okay, real quick, starting to feel a little bit thirsty now, so, I would like to take a little bit of a water break. 2 solid sips, it feels like. No, my books! No! Yeah, but, like, basically, they're, like, having all these issues. I'm just kind of standing there in the background, just like, what do you want me to do, huh? Like, what do you honestly want me to do? Not play with him? Okay, I won't have any fun, because you two do not have a good relationship. Bro, I just found this weird little paper that I used to have. There's like a ton of backwards writing. I think I might have been possessed whenever I wrote this. What the heck? Here, let me just read this to you. I stood up at Christmas Eve. La whole Christmas tree. Where he ornament. Gift mekana. Joy. Hawaii. Either I was really bad at spelling or I just summoned a demon. Imagine like Santa just pops up behind me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then there's like a bad picture of a cat. And a penis. And a guy with a penis on his head. And another cat. I think I was possessed while writing this, because I like hid it in my Dogman book. And like it was just kind of standing there, and it was the book that fell on my keyboard. So it just kind of like popped out, and I like pulled it out, and it's like, bro, it feels like if I read this correctly, I'm going to summon a demon. I'm terrified now. But nonetheless, demon summoning put to the side. Basically, they were like, don't play with him, don't play with him. I was somewhere and blah, blah, blah. And I told her, and she was like, oh. And then that was all resolved. And then another time, his friend, like, came over to me and he was like, I didn't know his name, but he knew mine somehow. He was like, "Hey, Joe." Who are you? Hey, I need a gun. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, I need a gun for a prank. Excuse me? Like a fake gun. And I'm like, why? Well, it's for a prank. I'm gonna pull it on my friend. Excuse me? Yeah, it's just a friendly little harmless prank. If it involves a gun, then it's not gonna be that harmless. If you know what I'm saying. And like basically, it's like, yeah, I just need a gun. And I'm like, go to the dollar store, get one of those orange-green popper things. Those things make the loudest pop known to man. Which, that was a lie, because they fail 93% of the time. And then he was like, thanks, bro. And then he walked off. And I was just kind of standing there like, what just happened? What just happened? Like, I didn't get any explanation from him on what just happened. Even I thought I was tripping. Like, straight up, I honestly thought I was tripping. But, like, basically, he's just like, yeah, I was gonna pull it on my friend. And for some reason, he thinks that we're friends, and everyone else thinks that we're friends, but we're not friends. And he's just over here like, hey, dude, come over and sit next to me. Hey, dude, come here, I need to talk to you. Hey, dude, hey, dude, hey, dude, hey, dude. And I'm standing like, no. 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 Oh. No. And he was like, why not? We're not friends. We are not friends. Be quiet. We are not friends. Friends, we are not. We are not friends. He's like, yeah, we are. And I'm like, no, we're not. Like, finally that's settled. And you're like, oh. 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 And he's like progressively making these like realizing O's. And I'm like, oh. 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 And he just like starts trying to be my friend even more. Like at this point, he's asking me questions about stuff I know a ton, and he probably knew a ton, but he like kept on asking me dumb questions, and he was like, well, now that I've asked you at least 10 questions, you're my friend now. And I'm like, I didn't answer any of them. And like, right now we're working on fractions, and they're really fun to do. But what I hate about fractions is that at first I started failing them because they were new and I was having trouble with them. And like, I have these parents where if I mess up, if I get like a B, that's like a sign of the devil. I'm gonna go to HE double hockey sticks if I don't get straight A's. And I get straight A's. I get straight A's. I'm not kidding. Because, like my report card screams, and a B? It's an 83. I'm fine. And it was on a new thing. I'm good. I'm chilling. Oh, shoot. Well, it looks like that's going to conclude it for today's storytime video. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe even share with one of your friends. And, If you do that, that's going to make me really happy. Make sure that you suggest any games or videos that I should make. That will actually help me out a ton. This has been Joe. You have been awesome. And good night, everybody, or good morning, or good midday, or whenever you're watching this, good night.